You guys can come on in here. The car's right here. Here she is. Got it. Full bolt on.
Wow. We watch your videos, man.
Oh, really? You seen the channel?
You seen the car?
You seen the car? No way.
You seen the car,
So you
man.
know it's a good car. Yeah. So I want 15.
Good car.
I want 15,000 for it.
15. The motor don't even run.
What do you mean the motor doesn't run? Alright guys, motor's blown.
We watched this video for this car. Like we're not paying more than like $2,000 for this.
I know what I have. It's
10K screen.
nothing wrong with it. Alright guys, motor's blown.
There's nothing wrong with this car.
No. It's a running.
Did we watch the wrong YouTube channel?
It's cooked.
Is it a different B11?
Alright guys, motor's blown. What if I fix the car, rewrap it, put wheels on?
And wrap it yellow?
You can do yellow.
Okay, so here.
Type R for the BRZ. King Hot Wheel. We got ourselves a little project here, an RSX Type S. This car was previously on the channel and it was owned by a really good friend of mine, which eventually I ended up buying the car and then selling it to Delali and Selassie. Unfortunately, the car did end up hydro locking. That is why the motor is making the sounds that it is. So we're going to go ahead and pull this motor out, take all the good stuff off, just kind of play around with it because I've seen a few comments that say that I don't know how to work on cars, which it's not like I own a shop or anything where I work on customer cars every day, but we're gonna pull this motor out, strip it down, and see what we can figure out. I'll review the car. This is a wide body RSX Type S with a lot of carbon fiber, with the carbon fiber hood, the lip. It has the facelift. It's got a carbon fiber spoiler. It's got Brahms seats on the interior, short throw shifter, manifold, all sorts of goodies on this car. So it's a really cool build that we're gonna revive. We're also gonna do a full wrap and we're also gonna change the wheels on it. So it's gonna be a full transformation. It's gonna take a little while because this is funded by Delali and Selassie because it is their build. But we're doing everything here in our garage on our channel to bring this car back to life. So let's get into it. So we instantly started tearing down the RSX motor. All right, say hello, boys.
Go on.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take this front bumper off so we can get more of the front end. And then we're gonna take off this intake, shifter cables, AC lines, which don't even work, so we don't have to worry about it exploding on us. Anything else that we see is connected. We're gonna go ahead and start disconnecting from the engine.
This is a
Yeah, so that's why you hydro locked right there, is because that intake sucked all that water in right there. Damn. It was him. He drove it right through a big ass puddle.
I'm just like, God damn it, bro.
We're making some really good progress because this wasn't my first time doing this. I did do a full motor swap with Fabrizio. However, that was out in almost 90-degree heat in a parking lot at the shop. Working on customer cars all the time and other people's cars, I tend to forget how much fun it actually is to work on cars with friends. So this time around, with Delali and Selassie being here, it was definitely a lot of fun, better conditions with the right tools and knowing what we're doing. Everything was going smoothly until we got to the AC condenser. We were told that this car had an AC delete before we bought it and before the motor blew, so we assumed that there was no Freon in the AC lines, but boy were we wrong. As soon as we popped off that AC line, it exploded and started spraying Freon everywhere, which a lot of you guys know is a very poisonous chemical, so we all ran out of the garage. Unfortunately, we didn't get it on camera. However, we do have this little screenshot of us running, and you could see the Freon kind of spitting everywhere. But we did clean up the whole mess, and we did let it air out. We knew not to be in here when that happened, and after that, everything started going smoothly. So for those of you guys who are going to be doing a motor swap, be sure to get your AC drained before you guys touch the AC cooling line.
You got me kidding me. I was zoomed in and everything. Well, we got the AC off after damages.
It might have exploded.
Maybe.
Oh. The real way to take off a AC condenser is to let it explode and poison you in your garage. This is the right way to do it. I know we look like idiots, but at least we're working on the car ourselves.
You know what I'm saying?
So, I mean, you guys are losers at home watching us. No. Grab the plug. just like getting those last like sports up.
You can see on the bottom.
What is that on the radio?
Oh!
Alright, we got Noah here.
Hello.
Oh! Water. Alright, flip it upside down.
No water.
Full of dirt though. How's it going?
Who's that?
It's me. Who's me? Name's Trey.
Oh, welcome Trey.
Hey, hello.
Wow. Let's battle.
You versus the guy that
What?
Yeah.
so we just took the radiator off of the car.
Sweet.
That's a short update.
The alternator, the starter unplugged, AC line off. So it was definitely a lot of fun getting the ball rolling with the car, getting everything detached, and eventually we got everything detached to the point where there was nothing else to detach except the shifter cables and one more plug on the back end of the motor. However, when I went for that last plug, all I felt was oil and dirt, and with that, Trey made a discovery.
All right, let's take a little deep dive into this RSX engine.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
You see it?
Yeah.
On the phone?
Oh, yeah.
So, in conclusion,
And actually what it needs is like everything.
That's actually positive.
like knowing what's up.
Okay, so yeah.
So, as you guys can tell, we now need a new long block, which is something we knew. We knew this car needed a new motor, but we wanted to find it ourselves. So now the next steps is to go ahead and get DeLaw and Selassie to order that new motor and get an engine hoist and an engine stand so we can go ahead and get this engine out and transfer all the good bolt-ons and parts that we have on here onto the new engine, put it in and get it running. And then the car will be ready for the streets. And from there, we can go ahead and de-wrap this car, wrap it the new color, and put it on some nice new wheels. And that'll be a full rebuild on the RSX Type S. Which brings us to the conclusion of part 1 of rebuilding the RSX. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this part 1. It was a lot of fun working on the car and knowing what we were doing this time. I did want to take a second to say thank you for all of you guys who supported on the last video and even purchases on the new Risen Blitz lights, which has been an amazing journey creating that product and watching you guys order it and use them on your own cars. The feedback and support on the last video was absolutely unreal. It blew my mind. Like, I haven't seen those numbers since SEMA. So I'm sure this RSX build series won't do as well. I don't expect it to, but it does feel good to be making content again in general. So I hope you guys kind of enjoyed this series. The RCF Widebody kit just got finished being made, so that'll be on its way soon. I already have the 3-piece wheels for that. The Miata needs its brakes bled and it needs to be wrapped. And then we also have a car coming from Japan that we're going to build and flip and sell. So a lot of exciting things coming to the channel. We're all getting ready for Gatlinburg, and that's all I have for you guys. So like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to never stop dreaming.
Rippy!